busy. When you win like this, you're busy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Nah, I'm good. Nah.
Clyde, if I could, everyone saw the story on ESPN, and we're working on one ourselves. A lot of people say your family is the way a father, stepfather, or family should mesh. Just speak to them all being up in the stands, high-fiving, cheering you on, being one happy family.
You know, a lot of people, families wouldn't be able to mesh the way that they did. And when my biological father got out of jail, I mean, it was just, initially it was kind of just like, okay, well, let's kind of see how all this plays out. And, it was, didn't skip a step. Everybody just kind of like, okay, that's his biological father, and the time that they need to spend or the time that they need to make up, then let them do what they need to do as far as make up time. But as far as what I had going on in my everyday life, I was still doing the same things. Football, basketball, track, whatever it was, still doing everything I did. Extracurricular activities after school, still did my things at Catholic as far as any clubs and the things that I did. So it wasn't just over the top me just being, dismissal of my family who I lived with. It was just kind of having somebody else come in my corner with support. So that was the biggest thing.
There's a lot of guys on the team that are having seasons that probably people didn't expect. You're one of them. Did you expect it?
Oh yeah, no doubt I expected it, and it's been like that every year I've played football. It's, let's see what this small guy can do as far as football, and then it's like, oh my gosh, he's actually good, and I'm just like, I mean, I'm not like I told you so, but it's just like, I mean, I knew what I can do. The people in my corner knew what I can do. The people who watched me grow up, and since I was younger, I initially wasn't supposed to play football because my mom thought I was too small, and now, I mean, she's my biggest, she's my number one supporter, and ever since that point, since I touched the ball, first touch in Pee Wee League, it was a toss sweep to the right. You can call one of my Pee Wee coaches, he'll tell you the same thing. Toss sweep to the right, 80-yard touchdown. High school, first touch, took the punt to the house. I mean, it's just always just, oh, we're not expecting it, but then when I do it, it's like, okay, some of us expected it, and then some of us was in his corner already. It's just, I pray about it every day, and I let God do his thing, and now I'm here.
Are you at all surprised that the spin move is still as effective as it is?
I'm not quite surprised. I'm not surprised about it at all. It's all based off leverage and the things that I see on the field, and whenever it comes to play, I do it. It's usually just off instinct, but I mean, it's working. And a lot of the times you can see moves working for guys from Pee Wee all the way up to the league. Darius with the stiff arm. Coach Fertitta posted something on Twitter. Darius doing the stiff arm and taking it, 60 plus yards, and then saw another video of him stiff arming a guy from Notre Dame, and then yesterday him doing his thing, watching him do his thing again, the stiff arm. So the way certain guys run, you can tell that, okay, this is their running style, and whatever they do works for them because this is their game. So it's something I've been doing, but it's kind of being displayed on a bigger screen now. So it's coming to attention for a lot of folks.
Matt Ogeron was talking this morning about practice and the way that it's changed up this year as far as giving you all days off, sometimes time off to go. How have you seen that play and work for you this year?
For the most part, I mean, it's just about health. Health is wealth. Health is helping this team, get to the spots that we need to be. Prime example, I'll say Grant last week not playing and then balling this weekend. It's just, it's Coach O understanding health is a big thing, and if guys are healthy, then we make plays, and that's what we need. We need our playmakers to make plays, and that's what this team and this culture is all about.
Did that play out in fall camp, where because sometimes there'd be a couple of backs there, it seemed like some guys were off or whatever else. Did that kind of save your legs a little bit?
Oh yeah, no doubt. And everybody knows college fall camp is it's the real deal, and especially with NCAA rules and everything else, like everybody kind of saw that players need to take breaks. That's why they didn't do the big on 2 a days. They kind of just, so I mean, overall you can tell just let's not tear these kids' bodies up, before the season and everything else. And then Coach O, he took it to heart. If guys need breaks, and we had the day we went bowling, like that was a big break day. It was something that we needed, and then it's kind of like a refresher. It's not just for the body, it's for the mind also. So being able to clear your mind and do the things that you need to do, you can go out on the field and execute.
Facing Georgia last year, you guys had a pretty big game against them. Just wasn't able to face them again in another pivotal moment this season.
It means the world. I mean, especially being in the SEC championship is something. It's something that everybody in that locker room wanted. It's something that the coaching staff wanted. It's what you came to. It's what a lot of guys came to LSU to do, to win the SEC championship. And for me, it's something special, especially being from here. Knowing the last time we were in the SEC championship, it was those guys, and everybody's ready to play. We played them last year, but that was last year. They're a different team. We're a different team. Everybody's ready for the challenge of this week, and everybody's ready to hit it head on.
Back to the
what is the kind of, benefit for recruiting or guys behind you of your role this year and your stats? I know LSU's gotten so much pub for the passing game because they haven't passed it a ton previously, but LSU's always run the ball well. The fact that there's still kind of a major role for a running back in this offense, kind of what's the benefit of that, or what have you seen? How big your roles become?
It makes LSU the it school. Everybody wants to come, no matter if you are a top receiver or a top running back. It's not just, all they do is run the ball, so we're only going to try to get the top running backs. All they do is throw the ball. Now you get versatile athletes. You get athletes all over the field. You get everybody wanting to come to LSU to the point to where you have to tell some players, some high school students no. And that's what you want, man. You want to be able to have coaches to be able to pick guys that they want, and ultimately you want kids to be able to pick the school that they want to go to. But I mean, when you do the things that you do in the running game, as far as a lot of in the beginning of the year, it was they can't run the ball, all they do is pass, and then as the year went on, now you're starting to see more running back recruits coming in, and that's because we're able to run the ball, and that's something it's something that they were seeing because of media. Media was saying, okay, we can't run the ball, but the whole time everybody in this building knew that we can run the ball. So, when media gets displayed the way it was, it was hurting recruiting for our state, and now pretty much players had to take over, and now we're running the ball. Offensive line, they're doing an amazing job, and it's showing that we can do whatever we want to do on the field as long as we have the players.
Clyde, back to the Alabama game, if I could just wrap a few things into one.
Yes, sir.
Nick Saban recruited you, said you're a kick returner, you're not a running back. 20 million people watching you play, maybe the game of your life in that game, and then, your father, that was your real father, that was the first time a lot of people saw him, and he said he never wanted to draw attention to himself. That day and that experience and your motivation, just if you can speak to.
That day is surreal. It's just from the moment we woke up, it's just everything. Everything just felt defined and magnetized for some reason. Didn't know why. And naturally you'll say, okay, that's just the game. We're playing Bama and everything else, but it didn't feel like any other day where I wake up and I hop out the bed, take a shower and do the whole. Everything just felt like it was in slow motion from the moment I woke up, and from that point all the way down throughout the game to the end of the game, seeing my dad. I know he didn't want to be, in the spotlight. It was just him being him. That's just who he is. I know the rest of my family were in the stands. I know they felt the same way. If I could have had all of them around me, that would have been ideal. But just him being the way he is, and the talks that we've had beforehand, and everything that I've expressed to him, the things that he's expressed to me, him being him playing at Baker High in his day and balling and doing the things that he did. And, him getting caught up in the situation he did, but him being able to see me live out my dream. And, I mean, that's all he wanted. He didn't want anything from it. He just wants me to be happy. My family just wants me to be happy. And for the most part, that game pretty much, turned the coin and everything's starting to work out.
Call him Fat Boy.
I call him Fat Boy every time I hop on the phone. I call him now and be like, what's up, Fat Boy? He's like, what's
Ready,
up,
sir?
man? That's just his thing.